Hello, folks. Welcome to Spilling Tea Open Chat. So that means this broadcast is controlled by you all in the chat. Whatever you want to talk about, that's what we're going to go over. And we are just going to go ahead and say hi to everyone. Hello, Captain Obvious. Thank you for coming. Excuse me. Hello, TJ Prindy. Hello, Angie. Hello, Sean B. Hello, Miss Elizabeth Me. Oh, here we are. And Tammy is joining us.
Hey. Sorry, I'm running late. Yeah, forgive me.
Oh, no, we're just doing roll call, so.
Okay.
Hello, Miss Linda. How are you? And we'll catch you all as people start trickling in. All right. Hello, Armel. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Hello, JFD. Congratulations on your new subscribers. If you're not subscribed to JFD, she's the next one we need to get to 300, folks. So please go to her channel, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notifications bell. She has a wonderful stream every Friday night. We do a review of a Johnny Depp movie. It's always fun, so please don't forget to subscribe to her channel. All right, we got more people coming in. Hello, Gina. Oh, that's Angie again. I'm missing some people. Sorry, this goes fast. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Inception. Hello, Romer. We didn't forget you, I promise. All right, folks. So, we'll keep saying hi to everybody as they kind of trickle in here, but there's been kind of a few topics that's been kind of passing around since yesterday, and we had our little mad insanity stream over at Tammy's channel.
Still recovering. Fun. It was.
Oh, that was all kinds of nuts. Something I was talking to Phantasmagorical about, hello, Miss Tina, is I've been noticing ever since the rumor went out, ever since we heard from Tug that they've kind of been blackballing Johnny in regards to getting a Twitter account, all of a sudden the fake Johnnies are just coming out in force all over again. One even tried to DM me and said, "Hello, sweet fan." I'm like, yes, because
oh God, yes,
totally.
I've had those too.
I get them every day. I've had them leave messages or comments. I've had a fake Johnny leave a comment. Oh, I went back and found all my fans and are thanking all of them. And I'm like, okay, thanks.
Yeah. Oh, it's taken months to thank all the millions of people.
You're full of shit.
Yeah. I get them all. Worst, I get them the most on Instagram, though. Ever since Johnny started his Instagram, I mean, I can't open my Instagram without messages from someone claiming to be Johnny. Yet I've messaged the actual Johnny, and I ain't got any messages back yet.
What's really weird is I don't get them from fake Johnnies on Instagram. I get them from fake Shane McGowan's.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I follow him on Insta, and they'll see that he'll like a comment of mine, and the next thing you go, no, there's a fake Shane trying to send me a message.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, excuse how I look, I'm having allergy issues today, and I just woke up from medication knocking me flat out.
Oh, this is why we love you. She says, I drop a romantic reminder and where we did that special thing, and they don't bother me anymore.
I'm lost
I had
on
one
that.
about the fake Johnnies. I had one try to video call me because
Oh
I
my
play with them
God.
sometimes, and I'll be like, okay, well, and I'll say something stupid and off the wall, and then once they answer me, I'll say, okay, so let's cut the crap. I know you're not Johnny. So what's the deal? What's the issue? Why do you feel like you got to hide behind this? So, I don't have any money, so why are you bothering me? And I had one try to video call me. I mean, and it turned out to be a dude from Africa. And I'm like, what is wrong with you people?
Hello, Mandy. Thank you for coming. And oh my goodness, I only got one and blocked. Yeah, they've been coming out, folks, and apparently they have even started in on some of Shane's fans. So just kind of be aware of that. That's just kind of retarded. I'm like, if you're gonna imitate anyone, you're gonna pick that guy, the angry Irishman, and you think that's a good idea.
Well, what I hate is that there are people that really believe, like that one that we did the story on back several months ago, the young lady that had some learning issues, and thankfully she was stopped before she gave them any money. But, they prey on the people who, for whatever reason, might not realize that this is, BS. And that's what I hate. And that's why best to block them. But if you stay on top of it and aware of it, F with them. They deserve it. It's the least we can do,
Right.
Give them all sorts of shit.
They found me on YouTube, so I'd strung one on it for 2 weeks, and I'll tell you why. There was a friend of mine that strung on one of those fake Nigerian princes and got a really cool fake check that he framed, and I wanted to get that fake check too. So 2 weeks later, it comes, and it is the most horrible fake check I've ever seen. I was just deeply disappointed. There was nothing even in the back to sign. It looked like some toddler put it together on a Word document. It was just pathetic. And I'm just like, I did all this work to get an awesome fake check for my wall, and you just have to be so disappointing. How dare you, sir?
Fake Johnny's in the UK. Oh, y'all, it just amazes me. I'm sorry. I'm just reading all this and listening to Tiffany, and I'm just like, God, the height of stupidity that is on the internet, it is just so pathetic. And it's just, I don't know. I literally just woke up, so I'm not quite with it. So y'all forgive me. But, I haven't even had it. They try to get money from me. None of them offered to send me money. And when you were just talking about that, I couldn't help but think about PB's old lady, what she might find when she gets on the plane. Hope it's everything she deserves.
Right? I was just saying to Phantasmagorical here, you have PB with the awesome voice and the kind of gonads that keeps someone as insane as Zod in check.
For real.
Which I'm sure is a full-time position.
And has been for years. Think about it, we've only been dealing with him for a short period of time.
All right.
We've been dealing with him for years.
He deserves a medal.
Yes.
Right? And this chick is going to choose a random guy from India.
Yeah, I mean,
yes, I've been in a stupid international internet relationship before, but at least I was single at the time.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, but I think that's cheating too, even if you online. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but it just seems gross, seems cringy, and if you have a sexting relationship with someone, you might as well be having sex with them. So, she was cheating anyway. And so I hope he turns out to be a weirdo and she gets what she deserves. I hope it turns out to be a pygmy, I don't know, goat. And with a, that Elon Musk has charged his mind to work AI and has been able to.
Could be a Captain
You've
Crunch.
been trying to cure people like me, Elon. Just saying. Don't need or want your.
That's creepy, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm
I did that
sorry, it's
video.
creepy.
It was brought up to another member who's in both communities. There's a lot of us.
No.
But she was in both communities, and she's like, by the way, do you remember this from 2019? And I look at it, I'm like, what is this bullshit? Oh no, I am going to go off. So, of course, I had to do that video. He wants to put a brain chip in you.
No, thank you.
Like,
As long as, yeah, and I agree, Elizabeth. As long as it's not too bad. Yeah, and I don't want anything harmful to happen. I just hope she gets what she deserves. I was just answering the chat. Yeah.
I don't want her to get hurt either, but she could be meeting a Captain Crunch,
Yeah.
Air quotes, serial killer.
Yeah, I mean that's another thing. I love all y'all and everything, and we've met this way. But if it wasn't for this, it's not like I'd be like, hey, you won't, I mean,
you wouldn't exactly be like us randomly just started messaging you and be offering to have you join in an Airbnb. Like we've all had multiple conversations outside.
Exactly. And I mean,
I've noticed
what's going on. Oh Lord,
and all kinds of stuff.
I looked down to say cling film and plastic bag.
Tammy wants to know if there will be rum. She wants to know if there will be rum. Rummer?
Yeah.
Rummer.
Rum.
Will there be rum, Tammy?
Yes.
Tammy's mind wants to know.
That's it. Lots of rum. Lots of rum for the orgy. All I can say is TJ Prindy is the one that's got the cling film and the what else was it? TJ, I see you. Yeah, Stephanie, your sound's a little crackly. Say something again. Do a testing.
Testing.
Yeah, you're real. It's like you're
let me mute.
Vibrating.
Or speaking through a fan.
Is this better?
No.
How about, I wonder if it will let me back in. I bet it will. Let me go out and I will.
Yeah, it usually will. Okay. Let's say I'll read Elizabeth's thing while she's doing that. My sister, and when she went to Australia, and I told him flat out, love you to death, because I talk to him a lot, but if she disappears when she gets off that plane, I don't care what the laws are in Australia. Exactly. I mean, here she comes. Let's see if that helped.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yay! That fixed it. That fixed it. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, that fixed it.
All right. Hello, Black Pearl. Thank you for coming by. Okay, we've got all kinds of things going on in the stream.
Yeah. I don't know. There's always rum. You are right, Elizabeth.
I sounded like a dialect? Really?
Yes.
You will be exterminated.
Calf's here.
Be nicer.
Oh.
Yay! Hi, Kava! Yay!
Every time I read her name, I think of Brendan Fraser and George of the Jungle, where he takes the coffee. He's like, Java, 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 Java.
Hey, Angie knows what's up. Angie knows what's up.
Yes.
What
I
did it
wish I
say?
had I've got some rum upstairs. I'll have to go get. I should have had that last night, but good Lord, I'd have been drunk within about 3 minutes. Oh, I like Black Pearl's question.
Yeah, I was just putting it up. Here we go. Yes, one question. These pictures she puts up on Aquaman 2, is that not breaking protocol? Depends. If she's posting things from last year that are already public knowledge, that may be exactly why she's doing it that way. It's a way to bait us and skirt around the rules at the same time, because if they're promo shots from last year, she can't get in trouble for posting those. But if it was doing it now before she started filming and it was from right now, that might be a different story. I'm not for sure.
Yeah. Well, I watched that video Tug did because, I fell completely out of the loop with everything last week. And I think he said they were from 2017.
Yeah.
Is what people are saying online. And you can look at it from what I saw. You can look at it. You can tell that they are definitely the same pictures from 2017.
Oh, yeah.
And she'd be wearing an outfit twice or some stupid bullshit. She, yet again, confused the people of the internet for being stupid. She apparently thinks she has fans, and I don't know, there's some stupid people still on the internet, but the majority of people know that is old pictures. Those are not from getting ready for Aquaman 2 right now, because they hadn't even got a script for that yet, if I'm not mistaken. The last I saw on that, they don't even have the script ready. It's not like they're about to start filming.
All I'm saying is it's another look at me, I'm so pretty, I'm so hot. Don't you think I'm hot?
Nope.
Sorry about the death threats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm sorry, honey. I don't have professional makeup artists. Obviously, I don't have people doing my hair.
Yeah.
And I'm still hotter than she is.
I look like shit right now, and I'm still hotter than she is.
These are facts. These are facts.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Not the fact that you look like shit.
Oh, hey, I'll be the first to say that it's a fact. I look like shit right now. As my eyes are swollen, my hair's all screwed. Y'all, I honestly just woke up from a nap. I was smoking my first cigarette when I came down here.
Don't feel bad.
And I still look better than her.
Mine is like frizzed to hell.
Your hair's been great lately. She got the head full of hair. I'm jealous. I've got my 3 hairs that I just spread out.
You get a lot of it and it frizzes like this. It becomes more of a problem of son of a bitch.
Hey, it could be, like I just said, I have 3 hairs. I put one on this side, one on this side, and one in the back to make it look like I got hair.
Cousin Ed is here. Cousin Ed.
I was fixing to say Cousin Ed. Cousin Ed.
Yes.
Y'all, I'm jealous.
I did so many Cousin Ed impersonations when I was little. I could even do it better because I could put my glasses over the hair.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that word. Put that comment up, Gina. Just put Gina Campbell.
This one?
Yeah. Took a picture with Raven. She's the same age, but looks a decade older. What that partying and drugs and being a lion go digging hole will do to you.
Speaking of Raven, and I've said it obviously on Twitter, troll level expert.
Oh.
That was some master trolling. That was a master's class in trolling.
Yes.
I'd rather take a picture with a baboon's fucking ass than that douche nipple.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. I've said this before, and I'll stick to my guns on this. I wouldn't walk across the street to piss on her if she was on fire. Plain and simple.
Exactly.
I wouldn't take a picture with her. Just like act like I was looking away. Oh my God, quick, there's something happening. And you hear gag. Oh, sorry, did I get your throat?
Yeah, if I did take a picture with her, it would probably be something along the lines of catch me in mid-punch or uppercut or something, you know. Here's what a real bruise feels like, bitch. Or headbutt her and just knock her to the ground, knock her little skinny ass to the ground.
Hey, don't skinny shame. Don't.
When you're fat, you can skinny shame. I'm sorry. She's too skinny. She's nasty skinny. She is toothpick skinny, and there's a difference. There's nothing wrong with being skinny, but she's like toothpick, cocaine out skinny. I've been that cocaine skinny, so I know what that is, and that's not an attractive.
I was like, don't get on to me.
No, I don't have.
I like work out twice a day.
Yeah, you look healthy. There's a difference.
Yeah.
And unlike her, I don't just start manic working out for a role. It is something I do every day, except for 2 days a week. Like today and tomorrow, I have a rest. The rest of the time, I work out 2 different sets every day. I do 22 sets of walking up and down the stairs outside the apartment every day.
That's good. That's good.
So, and then you have her. I'm going to look like I just walked out of the trailer park a good majority of the time. But I'm going to throw on a dress and some lipstick and like starve myself for a solid 2 weeks. And you're just supposed to worship me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's what I call cocaine skinny. I mean, I'm not trying to just down somebody, and I'm open about the fact that there was a time in my life that I did a lot of drugs, and one of the drugs that I was on was cocaine, and I got to a point. I was for y'all in America, you'll know the size. I was in a size 0. I'm 5'7". And I am not a small girl. I never have been. So for me to be in a size 0 at 5'7", I was too skinny. And one of the things that what made me realize that I really had a problem is I went with some friends to try on some blue jeans. Was going to get some jeans, and I looked in the mirror because I looked at the size and I was like, "Oh, whoa, I've lost a lot of weight," you know. And I saw my face in the mirror, and I looked like a skeleton. And that's what she looks like to me. She looks like that cocaine, unhealthy, skinny, that you've lost weight due to something artificially causing it, whether it's drugs or starving yourself, not a healthy sort of losing weight, because I've lost weight in that way too. And there's a big difference in how you look. And she's just nasty whore skinny.
Whenever I see her, I think of her battle cry, "To the pole, bitches!
Yeah, like Ken said, I look gaunt.
When you look gaunt, I don't think I ever really look gaunt on these streams, at least as far as
no, you look healthy, and there's a difference in being, because I've got small too, not skinny, not that type of skinny, but skinny for me. but I was at a healthy weight. I did it in a healthy way. I exercised, I ate right, I lost weight. And there's a big difference. I wish I had pictures of both of those times, which during that time I was on that cocaine skinny. I didn't let nobody take my
Oh,
pictures.
dear God, Kaffa, please don't say that. She needs to leave Bill Gates the hell alone.
Oh, Lord God. As long as she don't go after the dude that runs Amazon, I need to be able to buy from Amazon.
I'm sorry, but Bill Gates needs to focus on beating Elon Musk out of richest man in the world. That should be his single focus right now. He doesn't need to worry about blonde dumpster fires.
Stay off my QVC, bitch.
Yeah, well, and the thing is just like with Elon, as much as I despise what he's doing, and I do believe that he is blocking Johnny, and I believe he has everything to do with why Adam got suspended on Twitter. Yep. I think I was holding out hope that he was starting to realize what kind of trashy two-bit whore she is, but apparently he hasn't, or he hasn't wanted to admit it. You can't tell me a man as smart as he is doesn't realize, but it's like I can see it, but I choose to look around it. You know, he's doing that is what I see.
Right. He's just
yeah.
And people like her are really good at that sticking carrot. They're gonna smooze you. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm losing him. Oh no, he's going away."
Everybody see the article?
He turns it on. What do you want to bet?
Yeah.
The moment it looks like he might escape and go away and let her go, that charm starts immediately.
Exactly. She's holding on for a reason, and she knows what she's doing.
I just want to know what she has on him or them. There's got to be something that we're not seeing.
They're definitely, I mean,
a guy that smart is either majorly completely in love with her, or she's got something real bad.
Well, he's thinking with the wrong
happy
ADHD.
And it would have to be bad. This dude has literally smoked weed while talking about this autism brain chip he wants to insert into people like me. He doesn't have a filter. So whatever she has got to be pretty big, because he's never shied away from making a complete fool of himself.
Yeah. I still think it could be something along the lines of that he actually did possibly do some things to her that she has accused Johnny of, because there is the testimony from the concierge at the Eastern Columbia that when she claims Johnny did what he did to her, what she claims, with the violence, that he saw her the next day and there were no bruises or anything. But then Elon come and spent the night, and he saw her, and she had a black eye and she had the handprint places on her neck. So
you're a freaking genius.
Thank you. I don't hear that.
There's been a lot of people speculating. And you had those pictures of him where it looks like the side of his face is really messed up, and he's got that very visible. Now that is what a bruise looks like, but she was sporting when she was walking hand in hand with him. That's what it looks like.
And, I'm sure his people are like, dude, this isn't going to look good for you. And they're probably weighing up, well, you look like an asshole sticking with her and treating Johnny this way, but it looks worse for it to come out that you're the one that's been doing this to her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he's not, TJ. You're right. He's he's a actual nerd in the bad sense. You know what I'm saying? The type that is, like she said, he's not socially competent. He's socially awkward. He's probably very awkward around women. And I think he's been sheltered for another thing. I think his mom sheltered him. And so she knows how to play this. This is how she's kept him hanging on. But I think at this point, if you remember that picture from Mexico, he does not look happy. And his tequila had just went public. And so he's making more money, but he doesn't look happy in that picture. I think he wants out of it. I think that she's got something on him, and he's stuck and he's screwed. And I think his people are saying, it's not going to look good. She's probably threatened to say, I'll do the same thing to you that I did to Johnny.
And they'll let me get away with it. Look what's happening in the news.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why
and they would go, I'm sorry, but Elon, Mr. Moneybags, he's the actual white, straight male of power. Yeah, he's the actual thing. So if, unfortunately, it would be a little bit too easy to take someone like him down.
Yeah.
These guys are no longer invincible like they used to be.
Yeah. He thought with the wrong head is what he did. But these women that does stuff like that, they're good at making men think with that head. I mean, I'm sorry. I've seen it too many times. I have seen there's one woman that comes into mind all the time, and she was actually murdered by her. I think she was married to about 4 men at the same time. And the police actually accepted his story that she took a long shotgun. It was something like a 22, something with a long barrel. We're talking about a woman that was 5'2", and her arms weren't long enough for her to flip that gun around, hold it to her chest, and shoot herself and kill herself. But she had been, everyone knew she was AH. Everybody knew what she was. She was a lying, nasty woman who used people and who lied and made people's lives miserable to get what she wanted. They accepted that she did that just because of the type of person she was. And that's why I say all the time, she's going to get what's coming to her. Karma is a bitch, and karma is just going to take a big old chunk out of that bony little ass. But I always think of her when I think of AH, because this woman, there wasn't anything attractive about her. She was a very plain looking woman as far as looks goes. She was not attractive at all. But men fell at her feet. They slobbered all over themselves, tripped all over themselves to get to her. And it was because she knew how to play it. She knew how to play the game. She knew how to work it. And she had men handing her stuff. Like I said, at one point there at the end, I believe she was married to 4 men at the same time.
Jesus Christ.
She was like in every state. She had a different husband. And she was also abusive. And she was a horrible, horrible person. And I think of her every time I think of AH. And like I said, when she was supposedly committed, to herself, off herself, it was very obvious that the last husband had did it. But the police were just like, you know what? We're running with that. We're going to go with that because we just don't care. She's gone. One more guy.
And by the way, Gina, I know what attracted her to Elon. It wasn't him.
Multi-billionaire. That's what she was attracted to.
I was going to say, it was his best friend, Benjamin Andrew Jackson. It was Lincoln and Washington.
Yeah.
It was his buddies.
Same thing attracted her to Johnny. Wasn't it Gary that brought out the interview she did one time where she said, her goal was to find the richest man in Hollywood and marry him?
Yep.
Well, she started out with Johnny. You don't get too much richer as far as Hollywood goes when it comes to Johnny. And from there, she got Elon.
But would have been funny if she would have managed to get someone like Tom Cruise, because that would have turned on her. That would have turned on her ass so fast.
Scientology would have hunted her down. She would have disappeared like the leader's wife. We would have never been. We wouldn't be sitting here today.
That's why these women don't try it with him. They're like, that's a whole level of crazy that I don't need to be involved in.
Yeah, that's taking it next level crazy with that stuff. I'm sorry. I hope nobody's Scientologist here, but that's a cult.
Plus, you'd need a step stool.
Oh, come on. Don't short shame. I'm short.
I am too.
So was Tom Cruise.
They have to shoot at different angles to make
He's
him
about
look
my
tall.
brother's size, 5'6", and
Well, and like Johnny's only what 5'9", I think,
5'10".
So yeah, so neither one of them are very tall men as far as what classical tall is, but I didn't even realize, like she's talking about they have to shoot at different angles. I didn't realize Tom Cruise was short until until it got out in Hollywood that he was. I mean, I kind of thought that he might, that when he did Outsiders, that was back in the day. I loved that movie. I loved that book. I could tell then that he was shorter than the rest of the guys, except for poor little Ralph Macchio. But, I didn't realize he was
right here, but I don't get it, though. Issa says, Johnny is handsome and obviously cared about her. Why would she mess that up for greed? Because I don't think she was ever attracted to him in the first place.
Nope.
I'll be honest. I have to disagree with Father Zod. Father Zod thought they were happy at one point. I'm sorry to disagree with him, but she didn't see him as a handsome, caring person. She saw him as a job.
Yeah, she saw him as the next victim. She knew it was money. And the thing, Issa, as far as like why she messed it up for greed, people like that, and I did the videos back when I first started about the narcissistic behavior, and she, according to court documents, she's been diagnosed with that. She's been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, which that leads into your sociopaths, is what that leads into. And people like that are not capable of even recognizing love or acceptance or caring. Their view of the world is completely different from, say, our view of the world. And so she probably never saw that love. In fact, more than likely, and just from listening to transcripts and audios and stuff, when Johnny showed that love, she took it as a sign of aggression. She took it as, what is he trying to get out of me? What is he trying to do to me? So, she just never. Yeah.
Thank you.
She did.
What'd she say?
Oh my God. You will see Tiffany Daniels, me, of course, completely dismantle Mr. Zod in an impromptu Marvel versus DC debate.
On my channel, and if you didn't see it, go watch it.
Nobody messes with my nerd cred. I will destroy all fellow nerds in my path. Don't try to out-nerd me.
Well, as I said, I don't know anything about either one of them, but I thought you won, so.
Trying to tell me Marvel's not gritty. Have you seen some of these characters' backstories? Freaking spare me. Ursula, when his parents die, I'm like, Wolverine was stuck in a tank and had metal infused on his skeleton.
Tiffany,
my ass.
Have you seen the freaking new comic that it's so bad? I don't even know about them that much. I mean, I know what characters are, but this new comic that came out is so bad. They're all going to a dinner party.
Yeah, and Wolverine's there too. I saw that Clownfish TV, I think, or was it Yellow Flash? Yellow Flash did a video on it. Yes.
Well, Tug was on his stream and brought it up, and I'm like, oh my God. Wolverine looked the best out of any of them, and he looked kind of weird. But the rest of them, I don't know what the hell they were thinking.
Well, let me just ask this. Okay, Aquaman, that's Marvel, right? And you're DC, right?
Yep. No, I'm Marvel. And she's talking about Wolverine. He was played by Hugh Jackman, and she's like, Wolverine.
Well, I was just going to say, I like whatever one that doesn't have Amber Heard in it.
That would be Marvel.
Okay, I like that one.
He wants to be like, but we have this and this and this. You have Amber Heard. I win.
Exactly. Enough said.
Win by default.
And
They
for
never
people
even
saying,
considered her. She tried to get to be Captain Marvel. She actually went up against Brie Larson for the role of Captain Marvel. Brie Larson, you know, Zod's favorite woman in the whole world.
ugh, she could be Captain Sharp
Larson
as a
won.
marble.
She could be Captain Pooh.
She can guest star in South
Turd.
Park as Mr. Hankey's new
Yeah.
girlfriend, Amber
Yeah.
Turd.
I still like Captain Sharp as a marble.
Turd,
Oh,
Gina.
God.
Turd is actually worse than Brie Larson, and the reason why is Brie Larson has never abused anybody.
Yeah.
That
We may not
know of,
agree
yeah.
with her politics. We may not agree with the things she says, but at the end of the day, she has never abused anyone. So
Yeah.
Turd is worse.
The only thing I know
Yeah.
about Brie is that I've seen some clips of her being interviewed, and she is a bitch.
I've heard the name. I could, if you stood her up in the lineup, I couldn't pick her out. I mean, I just,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Brindy should be in my spirit animal today. Look, Tammy.
Turd bottle. Yes, I love Scrindy. She is just a nut. Her and Phantasmagoria. Well, the three of y'all always have the best comments in my streams and stuff, and I always just sit there and laugh till I can't laugh anymore when I'm reading some of y'all stuff. Y'all are good.
It just comes out. Can't help it.
Oh, I like what Cass said. I only like Brie the cheese. Yeah, now I can pick out Brie cheese. I'm with you on that one, Cass. But
I like
I
that.
can
I
agree
don't know
with
who any of
that.
these people are. I
And
mean,
Angie is, of course, shilling for you, Miss Tammy. If
Thank
you
you,
haven't
Angie.
already subscribed to Miss Tammy Talk
Yeah.
About, what are you doing?
Exactly. I'm like 25 away from 400.
Holy
Yes, get on over there to Miss
Yeah.
Tammy's channel, subscribe, and you'll get to have wonderful late night talks. Well, not late night,
Sunday night talks.
and Saturday night and Sunday night talks. You want to come to the Sunday
Yeah.
night talks because that's when the crazy happens, and you
That
have to
is.
be there for the crazy.
It's a weekly requirement of laughter. That's my one requirement for Sunday nights is that we all laugh. And so far, we've done it.
hell yeah, we have. I'm
We went
exhausted
all over
when
the
it's
map
over.
yesterday. I had to be like, excuse me, Sherry. One, I don't fly that way. B, you're never going to see my bed. So why so obsessed?
You can't catch me there.
I'd
These
love
are
to
my
hit
no-no
1,000.
squares.
That'd be amazing.
Oh,
Oh,
Scrindy,
man.
you have no idea. We have plans for Virginia. We have costume ideas.
Yeah, and in fact, Captain Obvious, I wish she was here. She had sent me a message about spreading the word about the Discord. I don't know how I can do that on here. Y'all know I'm technically just stupid. But she set up a Discord where we're gonna work on the putting together the GoFundMe or the fundraiser, for helping people get to the trial. Some just different ideas, I think, is basically what she's got that Discord set up for. So if anybody knows how to shill that in the chat, go ahead, because I don't know what to do.
All right, Echo
He
Spice.
did. Yes, we'd still be going on, and I was so glad because I was so exhausted, and
I'm sorry, but every once in a while, I must channel my mom within these chats and be like, hey, especially with those men. I swear, with those men, you have
share
to
the link. Okay, Scrindy.
You have to put channel your inner mommy, which even if you don't have kids, you can still channel your inner mom side. It can be done.
Put Rachel's comment up.
Okay.
Yeah, right under Gal's.
Not the one I live an hour away.
Yeah. So okay. So all right. Yeah. So Rachel, you're close to the trial, so we'll be hitting you up. And I'm gonna be pulling up my Twitter and see if I can, because y'all still ain't got this laptop working right.
I
I'll see
don't
what
know
I can
that
find
I
out about
lost
getting that.
that tug. I mean, I knew that I got kicked out of the chat on Captain Obvious's thing, but I don't think I have actually gotten to a debate with Tug, although that would probably, I'm pretty sure he would school my ass. I'll be honest. I can be honest. I can tell you when I know that I will probably be schooled in my own nerd cred, and Tug would school me. He would absolutely school me. It wouldn't even be a debate. It would just be Tug going on and me just standing there like a deer in the headlights. I can admit that. Tug would own me in comic book cred. He just...
Yeah, he's awesome.
Nobody beats Tug when it comes to comic books. Nobody.
Yeah,
and he's sorry. I like to play with that when I'm by myself. I've got this ring light thing sitting on my laptop on the bed, and I'm sitting in my grandson's little look.
Okay, Gelf, that was mainly referring to the gentleman from last night, which was Rob. Mainly the three troublemakers, as per usual, were Gary, Rob Rules, and Zod.
Yeah.
And those three gentlemen, I'm sorry, do indeed need full-time wranglers.
Hey, let me just ask Rachel, since she's an hour away, when the trial rescheduled, I immediately, because I already had a room booked, I had a suite booked. And so I immediately went onto my booking and went to rebook. And you can't get a hotel, because that hotel that I had was like just a few blocks from the courthouse. And you can't get anything in that area there. I mean, the closest I was able to get, which I'm looking for an Airbnb that I'm going to try to get, was like 6 miles out. So I was just curious, if was it Rachel, I believe, that was an hour away. I'm just curious what's going on there next year. Let's see, was it April the 11th is when it starts? What is going on? Because there ain't a hotel you can get anywhere closer than 6 miles away a year out. And I'm curious what's going on. And I'm playing with that when I'm by myself. I'm gonna play with that.
Tug, by the way, since I brought him up, Scrindy says he's possibly going on at 7 Eastern Standard Time this evening. So guys, get over there. Whenever the few and far in between times that Tug does a live, it's always fantastic. So go on over to his channel. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. He's fantastic.
I love Tug. Another Southern boy.
Hells yeah.
Yeah,
Gil says I'm a fangirl.
Oh, and he's also live right now on eHacker.
What? He's on eHacker?
I remember when Mondays were uncontested, which is why I chose Mondays.
There's not any now.
Son of
every day. I was about to do a video earlier today because I was feeling a little better, and I was going to do a video on from the article from Courthouse News about Johnny's win the other day with the court case, and literally got the notification from Tug that he had just put up a video. So I turned it on, and well, daggum, I'll wait a little while before I do this video. I mean, it's just because he did one on the exact same thing.
Bomb after bomb, and he continues to do so. And oh my God, is our dear Amanda and friends really don't like Tug. I mean,
Yeah.
they are nervous about Tug, and it gives me fuel. It gives me energy.
Yes.
I freaking love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, girl, if you think you're going to intimidate a guy like Tug,
You should. He's done been through too much. You ain't intimidating Tug.
what you
Yeah.
can
You
do
are
though,
barking up the wrong tree.
if AH comes by my little channel, what you can do for him though, honey, is buy your stupid slanderous BS. You can pay for his new platinum grill.
Did you see
He
my
has it all
comment?
planned out. He knows exactly what he wants. It probably got all the cool stuff. I'm not a griller, I wouldn't know, but I bet it has all the awesome stuff. So get him his platinum grill, and then all of us will superimpose and make him barbecue for us.
He said that he posted on Twitter, he's like, his wife was like, "You're not getting a grill." And he's like, "But all the AH simps are paying for it." And I was like, "Put in an aluminum foil one to get her used to the idea." But he said he wants it to say Tug Life.
Right? Make him pay
Angie-
extra so that he can get it embossed with his own comic book character. That would be awesome. He would have to take pics. Here we go. The actual time is he's going live at 6 his time. Galf, is that Eastern Standard? What time is that?
Central. The same one we're in, Tammy.
So what time is he going? 6 his time, yeah, be 6 p.m. Central Time, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can definitely close out of here before then, folks. But anyways, I'm going to go off of the topics we have been covering so far to go on a little bit of a rant. If you all happen to catch my 2 videos from earlier, I kind of kicked off a new series called Aloud. And the first one was due to a thread I got caught in right as I was trying to go up to bed around to 10 p.m. last night. And it was essentially a group of, we call them martyr parents in the actually autistic community, that just decided, even though Autism Awareness Month was over, they had to get one last gaslighting session in before they closed it out for the year. It was basically, let's see here, what all were we called? Bullies, fake autistics, mafioso.
Lord.
Yeah, basically they were just insinuating that we were taking away services from their severe autistic kids simply because we were saying that we have autism and we need services. So yeah, it inspired me to start this new series, and I just kind of in that video just went through the treats that community that I'm a part of besides this one received last night. And so people can see the comparison between these types of trolls and the AH trolls. It's all the same. It's all the same tactics. It's gaslighting. It's projection. It's people coming onto a thread not created for them in order to gaslight an entire marginalized community because we dare have Twitter accounts. So I started it to basically show a comparison that this is nothing new and that this has been openly hostile towards people like me for many, many years. A second one, which is in our usual topics, is basically I covered this whole thing. I don't know what you guys think about it, but this targeting of celebrity supporters of JD on Insta. I don't know if you heard anything about it, but these turd stands are coming onto Insta and intimidating these female JD celebrity supporters and just basically, why are you following a court-certified wife beater? And even validate their own stories of stuff that actually happened to them in the industry. Just saying, well, I can't take anything you say seriously when you support again, court-certified. Yeah, and they're just attacking these celebrity blue tick supporters, and these platforms are not doing anything about it. So I actually kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that before we get towards, I say about around 5:50, so we have about 10 minutes between our ending and Tug coming on. I just wanted to see what you guys in the chat thought about that.
It's ridiculous. It's
what do they get out of it? I mean, come at me. What are you going to do? All cat, yell at me.
They're using the same tactics they're using, in all honesty. They're using these empty threats. They're trying to make that person or those celebrities or those people feel bad because, yeah, you can use word salad and technically say that because if you turn the words around, yeah, you could make it come out to that. But it's not fact. And more than likely, these people that they're targeting haven't followed it as close as, say, we have and may not be aware of, well, that's not the facts. Because the facts is Johnny lost a libel suit to the Sun over a headline that called him a wife beater, and that does not make him that. So they're not going to be, so they're trying to intimidate. They're trying to say, well, we're going to bring you down. We can't support you. And of course, these celebrities want that acceptance from the public. That's part of who they are. So they're doing that gaslighting. They're using word salad, and they're turning it around, and they're trying to bring them down because they're more than likely they're not going to know the ins and outs of the case. And so they think by threatening them, they can get them to back off. Because for every celebrity that supports Johnny, that's just one more thing that says, H, you're a lying, gold digging whore. And there's some facts.
It looks like several people haven't caught that, but it's been on Twitter, and I, of course, covered it. And I know Ivana is involved. She's usually freaking involved. But there was, Amber Heard Italia was a part of it, and they actually got one of his former co-stars to unsubscribe from his Insta because she felt so bullied, and they bullied her to the point that she thanked them for holding her accountable.
And so that's what they do.
That's what they do. I'm going to use this analogy or whatever. You know why? You remember when that little Gen Xer tried to cancel Eminem?
Yes. Yes.
And Eminem's response? Fuck you. That's all they have to do, and they will turn and go somewhere else or turn on each other eventually. That's all you got to do.
So
keep living your life.
For whatever reason, so many people, companies, whatever, are afraid of this little Twitter mob. And I'm sorry, I'm eating. And they bow down to this. And like with the celebrities, they're afraid of losing jobs, of losing support, of losing things. So they will bow down to these assholes. And it's pathetic. They all need to grow a pair. And whoever that was that bowed down to them, need to grow a pair. Because at the end of the day, we were talking about someone being accused of something that they did not do. And you at least, if you're supporting them to begin with, you at least owe it to them to check into it. and look at the facts. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm telling you, you sit down, you listen to the audio, you read the court transcripts, you look at the evidence. And if you can walk away from that and still side with them, then more power to you. You're obviously deluded. But
oh yeah.
but if you support him to begin with, and you bow down to some little insignificant pieces of trash, I have no sympathy for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Some of them probably don't even care either way. They're just, in their mom's basement with nothing to do but be a keyboard warrior.
Now, here's another thing I can do. I can get into some more drama.
Yeah. Because
the thing is you're messing with people's lives.
Yeah, you can put the facts, the audio, the pictures, testimonies in their face, and it's like they don't even see it. It's like this. And they still come. So I think it's just them having nothing else to do with their time. A lot of them,
Yeah.
And I don't know.
If you don't think she's not doing stick and carrot with her 5 most famous stands, she's probably, oh my God. If she shows a little bit of love, they're going to get that much more nastier towards our community. As Judge once said, she knows exactly what she's doing. And she doesn't do anything to hurt Johnny anymore directly. But when he's not looking, she can proverbially kick his dog. It's an old saying, but it holds true. She can hurt him indirectly because she knows he actually gives a damn about the people who support him.
Yeah.
So,
well, I just keep going back to, regardless of if you like him as an actor, I think about this with Marilyn Manson. I like Marilyn Manson. I hadn't heard any music in a long time. But when I have looked at the evidence, I'm like, wait a minute. This man's been destroyed, and it looks like this is a lie. And nobody in the media is sticking up for him. And the same thing is happening to Johnny. And these are both men. And it's not just celebrity. This happens to people every day. Just like with what happened to me this past weekend. Somebody fucking tried to ruin my family's life. All because they were angry. And you are screwing with people's lives. And if you claim to be a friend of Johnny and you're supporting him to begin with, and then you bow down to this bunch of idiots who do not take into consideration that these are actual human beings with feelings and that have worked their entire lives for everything they have. They've not sat behind a keyboard and they've worked, because it's not just showing up to the set and remembering your lines. There's a lot more to it than that. And you owe it to him as a human being to look into it, at least, and not just automatically bow down because you're worried about what you might lose.
And thanks to you, I might end up going on a bitch rant that will make Zod proud.
Go.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's my stream. I'm not monetized. I'll say fuck if I want to. It's fucking ridiculous that they're trying to say that the dip fandom, those brainwashed fans, try to hijack Autism Day. Okay, first of all, you want to know who says that? Her stans and martyr parents. Autism Day is never about us. If you go on to their threads, all they talk about is their lives and their tragedy and how it's impacted them. It's martyr parents going, me, 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 me. That's all it's about, all the time. That's why when you see on my thread, I call them martyr parents, why we dread Autism Awareness Month, because it's an entire month of people feeling sorry for themselves, patting themselves on the back, and congratulating themselves for being so strong in the wake of the tragedy of their child that we can't possibly understand, and I'm their voice. No, bitch. No. Your child has their own voice, and just because you don't understand how they communicate doesn't mean they're not communicating. It's on them if they are not willing to learn their child's method of communication. It is not on the child.
Yeah,
You did
my
not
son.
Yeah.
born. You became a parent. It is your responsibility,
Yes.
not your burden, your responsibility. You made that child. I don't want you feeling sorry for yourself. I don't want you attacking Depp fans who have nothing to do with you or your child's diagnosis by saying, but attention's being taken away from me and my struggles. It's not about you. And if you are a parent and you don't understand that, then maybe you should get that kid adopted to a parent who does.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Well said, Tiffany. Well said. Well said. In which I'm not involved in that community. I know what I know about it from you. And I just was sitting there listening to you. The first thing that caught my attention is that these parents are going on and talking about their struggle. And there are so many people that can't have children that would love to have a child and would not look at that child as being a struggle or having to deal with a nightmare. They would look at that child as, oh, well, this is a challenge. I get to parent in a different way.
Yeah.
And for them to sit there and say that, because I was only able to have the one, and I lost two others and was never able to have another one. And I wanted a big family, and I would have been thrilled whether the child was perfect or not. It doesn't matter. It's a child. It's my child, and it would be the love of my life. And I can't, which maybe it's because I've not been in the situation, but I can't understand looking at anything that's different with your child to what society calls normal as looking at it as a struggle. You look at it as, I get to learn too. I get to learn a new way.
What we learn as autistics, thank God my mom wasn't this way, but what those parents teach their kids is that they are a burden. That's what it teaches those kids. You walk into the autistic community and you see people with some of the lowest self-esteems, bar none, because they are told by teachers, their own parents, everyone surrounding them that they are supposed to look up to, that they are a burden. They are not okay being who they are. And what they need to have happen is to be fixed. And they need to pretend to be someone else because who they are in and of themselves is not good enough. That is what they do to us. That's ABA. That's what they do. And then to have these parents team up with vicious little idiots like turd stains to go ahead and lambast our community. I don't know. Maybe they're made for each other. It's all about them. It's all about what they feel.
Well, I want them to stand back and see how much money she'll raise for them. Do they have charities? Because if she promises you money, you won't see it. But you know what? Johnny Depp comes to you and says, I want to raise money for your charity. You damn well bet you're going to get every penny of it. So go kiss her little skinny ass.
Exactly. Yeah. And the fact that they were trying to use these martyr parents just to take another freaking hit at us is disgusting. These martyr parents in and of themselves that will go on to our tags and actually seek us out just to gaslight us. I don't know. Maybe it's a match made in hell.
Exactly. I mean, I don't get it. And, just listening to you, And which I've already told my daughter, you know, if I were you, I would not put Eden in public school. Just wouldn't do it. Would not do it. No way. There's no way. If I had a kid that was school age right now, that child, whether they had autism, whether they had nothing, whether they had whatever, that child would not be in public school because they've apparently fell off the rocker, forgot what the plan is, which is to teach your child the basics that they need to know to make it in this world, regardless of where their learning stage is. That's what they're paid to do. And granted, they're not paid great, but they're paid. And they took the job. Nobody held a gun to their head and said, hey, you got to do this. So get off your, oh, God. I'm trying to talk my daughter into letting me homeschool my granddaughter because I would not. I don't want her to be taught the things that these people are spewing, the vile, horrible crap that they are spewing in public schools today. And I'm sure if those teachers are telling the parents that these children are a pain and a struggle and that there's something wrong with them, imagine what they say to the classroom. Imagine what they tell the other kids. So there's no telling what that poor kid is going through at school from their schoolmates, thanks to the teacher that's too stupid to know what's going on to begin with. And I know not all teachers are like that, I'm sure.
But would publicly shame me in middle school. Would make me go up to the whiteboard and do math equations. And even if I knew that it was right, she would say it was incorrect and call me lazy in front of the entire class. My parents came in for a parent-teacher conference. She tried to tell my mom and stepdad that, and I'm not ashamed to say my mom went off.
Good for her.
I was out there every night in the kitchen, at the kitchen table, 2 hours every night over my homework, just sometimes even crying and having mini autistic meltdowns over it. She would come in, calm me down. I'll check your work. It's okay. She would check my work. This is how I know it was the teacher, because she would check my work and I'd take it in the next day, and nearly every single question was marked wrong. My mom checked it with a calculator.
Yeah.
How could you even? How could you even?
If they said something off about you in any way, that's how teachers treat you.
Even and I'm ancient. When I was in 3rd grade, I was ahead of our class. I was ahead of her class, and I was bored, and I was acting up. I was getting in trouble. Well, my teacher, she was 475 at the time, and she had a parent-teacher meeting with my mom, and she tells my mom that because I'm left-handed, which I am, it was causing me to act up, and since I refused to write with my right hand like other children did, I needed to see a psychiatrist. My mother nearly got me kicked out of school that day because she about went over the desk on that woman. She was only like 5 foot tall. My mom was a little bitty woman. She's like, and she's like, you crazy old bitch, you know.
I won't repeat what my stepdad called that teacher. I won't. And I'm sorry if you all heard me flinch. The upstairs neighbors, there was just a loud boom, and my, what the hell?
Oh, you are. Half of a piece of my ceiling fell out the other morning. You talking about nearly left the building. Tammy nearly left the building when that happened.
Were you live?
No, I was just down here doing stuff, but it just fell out of nowhere.
My dad taught me
yes.
a lot of things. My dad was one of my primary teachers. He was a very brilliant man. He taught me about music. He had these old, pristine condition phonographs where I got to hear Enrico Caruso as it was originally recorded, and Louis Armstrong and Billie Holiday on their original cylinders. He taught me a lot about music history and movie history. He's where my love for Lon Chaney Sr. comes from. My dad hero worshipped him as a little boy, the actor that would do all his own makeup and the things that he would actually suffer for his art, especially in the Hunchback of Notre Dame. He almost crippled himself because it was him who pinned back his legs. And yeah, my dad taught me a whole lot. The library taught me even more. I did love learning, and I wasn't really learning in these classes, so I basically lived at the library. So I read literally everything I could get my hands on, especially ancient history, myth and mythology, and theology. I just developed an obsession about around 10 years old and went into it with an autistic hyperfocus gusto, which is kind of a terrifying thing to behold.
Man, I just sitting there listening to you, I was just like, you had an awesome education, which, you know, my mom and dad were into vinyl and old Motown, you know, all the R&B and all. Oh God, and it just brought back memories. I just just in heaven sitting here thinking about some of that stuff. You had an awesome, and that's the thing. You are blessed with wonderful parents who never looked at you as anything other than their child. And unfortunately, there are so many children who have the same diagnosis as you that their parents don't look at them that way. And I am so glad that there are people like you that are standing up, that has a voice, and that are, because I don't know, you know, maybe for some of the parents, they weren't prepared beforehand or just don't know how to handle that their child, like I said, you know, they're going to have to find out a different way to parent. Well, and maybe just hearing your voice will be like, that's what I need to do. You know, so that's the good thing.
Some parents, yes. Other parents buy hook, line, and sinker whatever the doctors tell them. If the doctors say, give up all your dreams about your child, forget them. They're never going to happen. You need to start setting realistic expectations for your child. They start in on day one on these parents. Some parents, for example, this is why I support Colin Farrell. Some parents will basically give those doctors the finger because that's pretty much what he did. He also told off Ellen live on the Ellen show when she started that pity crap when he mentioned that his son had Angelman syndrome. They were talking about him being 16 and driving, and he just mentioned it. She goes, oh, I'm sorry, and he just kind of went off.
Good for him.
And when he did, like, my Facebook feed lit up like a Christmas tree because the exact wording was actually relatively very similar to what I said in that 2009 NPR interview. So, like, most people who know me from that one interview kept sending me the same article. Like, yes, I see your point. It's good to have a high-level ally.
Well, you know, to sit there and say, give up on your dreams for your child. What guarantee is there that any dream that you have for your child, whether that child is diagnosed with something or not, that those dreams are ever going to come true? Because I know my parents had dreams for me that I didn't fulfill. I had dreams for my daughter that so far she hasn't fulfilled. There's no guarantee with any child, regardless of diagnosis or no diagnosis, that your dreams are going to be fulfilled. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, that child is a human being and they're going to have their own dreams. And your job as a parent is to encourage them and give them the tools to reach for their dreams. So to accept that as the gospel from some idiot that their parents had the money to pay for them to go to college longer than the rest of us, it's just, you're just stupid in yourself. Because nobody could tell me that my daughter, I don't care what, if she'd have been born whatever, nobody, no doctor would have sat there and said to me, give up on my dreams. I'd have been like, F you. Because my daughter's going to be taught that she can do whatever she sets her mind to. And that's what I've always told her. And that's what every parent should teach their child. Whatever you set your mind to, you can do it.
Yeah.
But you got to be
Yeah.
willing to. And our job is to give them the tools to do it.
All right, guys.
It pisses me off.
Now 5:50, and I believe Gelf said that Tug's coming on at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to double check that before we get off here. So give me just a moment real quick.
I believe it is. I set a reminder for it.
Yeah, let me see though.
And Linda, I'm sorry to hear that with your mom, but I'm glad that your grandma lets you get out and do stuff. Yeah.
It is going to be at 6 o'clock. So, guys, we are going to go ahead and close out so that we can get on over to Tug's stream. I don't want to be streaming over him. So,
Planet O'Queen, just before we go, Ivana has had 2 of her accounts suspended on Twitter. I just she's letting you know that, Tiffany. I didn't know if you saw that.
Good. Expect 2 more to pop up in their place. All right,
like never-ending whack-a-mole, isn't it?
Yeah.
So to close out, I'm going to be working on my new series Aloud, where I'm going to be covering basically both communities and the harassment that's being allowed on both sides, and how both sides really don't, on the actual autistic tag or on the Justice for JD tag, how there's just double standards. And so expect more videos on that. Expect my usual random rantings when I see something that ticks me off. The Monday after this one, we will have another live feed, and that's really all I got going. I will, of course, as always, be on Rob Rules on Wednesday with Tammy and Keely and Gary and whoever Rob manages to wrangle in. So always make sure to be with us on Wednesdays. All right, fantastic.
Yeah.
Tammy, what do you have coming?
I'm going to be working on a video hopefully this evening. I think my daughter finished her finals last night, so I'm hoping I'm going to have access to the basement tonight. But I'm just getting back in the swing of things. I'm thinking about doing some different stuff, so I'm probably going to be asking my viewers to kind of give me some ideas of what you'd like to see me do. So be looking out for that. And, I'll be on Wednesday night with Rob. Sunday nights our talks. Everybody's here, plus Keely and Gary are my usuals. Zod, PB. Who knows who will show up, Rob? It's just a fun time. And that's it for right now.
All right. And Keely, I'm sorry we were kind of a little bit early, honey, because Tug's getting ready to go live and we didn't want to stream over him. But folks, Keely is on every Tuesday about 4:30 Central Standard Time, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, 10:30 UK time, doing her card readings. Please don't forget to come by. If you haven't subscribed to her, make sure you go over to her channel. Go ahead and subscribe immediately. She has great stuff, fantastic videos, great spiritual talks, wonderful random talks where she just uplifts people and kind of gets us away from the more Tiffany's odd style rants and a little bit more uplifted. A little bit more looking towards the positive sides of things. So make sure you subscribe to her channel. She will also be on with us on Wednesday, more than likely, unless something comes up along with Gary.
Yeah, Gary's though. Gary.
They're Geely now.
Yeah, they're Geely.
My friend Jelena.
To Keely's channel, so don't forget to hit that if you're not already subscribed.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
fantastic work. What do you got going?
I got I'm about to play with this ring light and try not to tell all my secrets because it's bright as fuck. About it.
That's me without my ring light. Yeah, see, without the ring light, with the ring light.
I can't. I got see. Watch this. Now I can see you. That's why I can't react to any comments because I can't see them. It's a fun time.
Guys.
I know.
Thank you so much for coming to our third live. Again, we will be live again, same time, the Monday after this one. I hope you all have, as we always say here at Spilling Tea, a good one. Don't forget to subscribe to Tammy, Keely, Gary, Rob Rolls, Zod, PB, Stevie J. Raw, if you're not already subscribed. And absolutely, if you're not subscribed to Tug, go do it now.
Yes.
What's wrong with you? Yes.
Thank you for having me, Tammy.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Tiffany and Tammy.
Tiffany. The 3 T's. Bye. Mwah.